This is All India Radio. The news read by Anita Thapar. Finance Minister P. Chidambaram is meeting heads of public sector banks in New Delhi today. The meeting that began this morning takes place in the backdrop of concerted efforts by the government to bring the economy out of a sagging growth. The Indian economy had experienced a decade low of 5% in 2012 and 13. Today's meeting will review the financial performance of lenders and discuss ways to step up lending activity. Discussions on direct benefit transfer, deteriorating asset quality and credit growth are expected to be taken up. Mr. Chidambaram is also likely to ask the banks to increase lending to productive sectors to boost growth. He may impress on the banks to reduce lending rates for pushing up loan growth and economic activity. Issues related to the recovery of bad loans, restructuring of loans, and recent RBI guidelines pertaining to it are also on the agenda. At least 22 people have been killed and 100 others were injured in a strong earthquake that rocked the Aceh province of western Indonesia. The 6.1 magnitude earthquake struck yesterday afternoon. The quake also triggered landslides and caused hundreds of people to be evacuated to 10 temporary shelters. Rescuers and other assistance teams have arrived in Bener Meraya. Maintenance of peace and tranquility on the India-China border will be the main focus of discussions during Defence Minister A.K. Anthony's visit to Beijing beginning tomorrow. During the 4-day visit, Mr. Anthony will have formal delegation-level talks with his counterpart, State Councillor and Minister of National Defence General Chand Wangkan. The two leaders are expected to interact on matters related to the armed forces of both the sides and issues of regional and global security. In Iraq, the death toll in yesterday's violence across the country has gone up to 56, while scores of people have been injured. Among those killed include 49 civilians and 7 militants. 10 persons were killed in a bomb blast at the open-air market in the Shula neighborhood of Baghdad. 9 persons lost their lives in 2 car bomb explosions in Shab neighborhood of the capital. Clashes between security forces and militants in Baj, near the Syrian border, left 4 policemen dead, while 7 militants were killed. The incidents have yet again cast a shadow over the security situation in Iraq. In Punjab, polling is on for the Panchayats elections in 13,172 villages of the state. No untoward incident has been reported from anywhere so far. Meanwhile, State Congress President Pratap Singh Bajwa has appealed to the Punjab and Haryana High Court for a CBI inquiry in case of official photocopying of ballot papers by private individuals in Jalandhar. These ballot papers were meant for Jalandhar, Hoshiarpur and Amritsar districts. In Nepal, the chairman of the Interim Election Council, Khil Raj Regmi, today urged UCP and Maoist chairman Pushp Kamal Dahal to make an environment conducive for holding elections. In a meeting with Mr. Dahal at his official residence in Kathmandu, Mr. Regmi said the government, on its part, has completed its preparations for holding polls on the 19th of November, as its prime responsibility is to hold the elections. In Egypt, the 48 hours deadline set by the army for the rival camps to meet the people's demands expires today. However, President Morsi has rejected any such ultimatum and said he was trying to work out a political solution to the crisis. Meanwhile, unidentified gunmen killed 16 people and wounded 200 others when they opened fire at a Cairo rally supporting Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi. India will seek to re-establish itself as a continental power in athletics in the 20th Asian Athletics Championships, which begins in Pune today. Over 570 athletes from 43 countries out of 45 members in the Asian Athletics Association will be vying for honours in the 5-day meet. In Assam, above 50,000 people of 70 villages are still reeling under flood waters in Morigao district. Official sources said that 34 villages at Lahari Ghat and 39 at Mayong revenue circles have been submerged by the surging waters. And that's the end of this news bulletin.